Fast food. Working in fast food was something else, man. You think
I don't even listen. I get it, letting the video play out, but it's just this resonates with me so hard because I saw this video. I was like, I have to react. I used to work at a pub, like my last fast food. It was the most horrible, mentally taxing, frustrating job ever. Like, I don't care about your night shifts at Tesco, your delivery jobs. You don't understand the pain of working at 10 p.m. with drinks and food at some random drunk white lady touching your hair and pulling it, talking about some, oh my god, does this hurt? Your English is so well educated for someone who's black. And you just sat there looking at your boss, and your boss is like, that's just the way of the pub. It's infuriating. Like, the amount of times I've had to wake up thinking, I can't go to work today. This makes me want to end my life. But I went to work anyway. It's not for the weak, bro.
working at a place where all you do is take orders and flip burgers would be boring? But some of the most interesting things happen around here. There's something about being behind the counter that just shows you how crazy people really are. Everybody
And stupid. And for 8 billion people on this web, I tell you, so many people are just so stupid, and they ask stupid questions, and they do stupid things, and they stupid hair. It really does. It's like coming back from war. Not the same, definitely, but it's like shell shock. Whenever someone asks you any type of question, like, excuse me, sir, you just have like flashbacks of every single stupid question someone's asked you. Like, please just be a normal question.
enjoys their fair share of fast food, you know? The little children, the single moms, even the billionaires enjoy it from time to time. So with all the worlds colliding, you'll come across some very strange interactions. I put in close to 5 years working at a fast food joint, and even though I had some great
5 years is too much, bro. 1 year had me in restraints. 5 years would probably have me like a whole different person.
times there were some bad times. A lot of bad times. And since it's hitting my first year since I ended up quitting, I thought why not expose the deepest, darkest secrets about this place. Cause we be spitting in the food, shitting in the food,
One time I pissed in somebody's drink, bro. I swear to God.
nutting on the food. Nah, I'm just kidding. When I first started my career in high school, I actually came in very excited and happy because I really needed a job. Back when I was 16 years old, I wanted to experience the cool lifestyle that the other teenagers had.
And that's what they don't tell you. Before you actually get one of these fast food jobs, everyone points it out as something great because everyone's getting money, you know, buying stuff you want, buying stuff you need, never having to ask your parents for money. And it's like, yeah, I love this. But when it actually comes down to the nitty gritty and bitty, it's just, if I could go back in time and like look for other jobs, I would. But of course, at that point, you don't know what jobs are good, what's bad. You're just like, hey, this is how
People in my
jobs
school
are.
were rocking the new sneakers. They were going to malls, spending money on Auntie Anne's and Wetzel's pretzels. And I couldn't do that because I had no money. My broke ass was wearing the off-brand shoes that my mom bought from Chinatown. Instead
Hey, there's no need to diss on the reps. Listen, I've been wearing reps my entire life, and there's no better feeling than making someone think your reps are for real. Like, it's just chef's kiss.
of wearing Jordans, I'd be wearing the Jordongs because my shit got an extra bulge in it. And instead of wearing New Balance, I was wearing No Balance because my shit got no support. I even ate at home almost all the time since I couldn't afford any other food than the $1
that's
fries
funny,
that the
man.
McDonald's app used to have. Those are
Ooh, this is a shout. They've changed it, but they used to have this amazing deal for like the day of the wrap. So usually like a McDonald's wrap was like £5.96, and on the day of the wrap it would be £1. Was it £1.89? And now it's, well, before they took it away, it changed to like £2.53. Anyway, if it was a good day and you'd go to McDonald's and you see like crispy chicken or like crunchy chicken, just know that day has been blessed. I get like 5, at least 5.
few examples that showed how broke I was as a teenager. So even though I was barely getting minimum wage, it was my first sign of getting motion. And it's a lot better than doing
Again, don't mean to pause, but minimum wage is shit, bro. One of my current jobs I work at is like, it pays like £12 an hour. It's heavenly. Having like just a £3-4 boost in pay motivates you to do above and beyond.
nothing and getting paid $0. So the first day I clocked in, it was a lot of easy work. I was getting introduced to the other workers, getting trained, took some orders.
See, unfortunately, I didn't have this experience. When I started working at the pub, first day was a rush day. The person that's supposed to train me wasn't there. So they just grabbed me and said, do you know how to take plates? And I was like, I guess so. Do you know how to wash plates? I guess so. Chucked me in the back. I would take plate orders I've never seen before. I had this angry kitchen lady who was already angry because she was working in the kitchen, telling me this plate, that plate. And I didn't know the table numbers. So I just had to like guess it. Not guess it, but like I'd have to like look on the wall because it's like a wall and I like numbers. And like for some reason, it wasn't facing the direction of the kitchen. It was just facing the face of the wall. It's hard to explain, but like I would see 50 and I know the general area, so I have to spend like an extra 5 minutes looking around looking for the table 50, and by the time I come back there's like 5 more plates of food. It was really stressful, man.
And I clocked out of the shift knowing that I made $60 with extra tips.
Your first paycheck, no matter how small. I remember my 78 pounds paycheck. It hit my account because we got paid Friday, every Friday. So it hit my account and I felt rich. I've had more money than that at one time, but there's no feeling of like not having to ask someone for money and the money just comes into you. Like, you just feel accomplished, Spend it all on like Robux, but like still you feel so proud of yourself.
And I felt rich as hell. That money meant a lot to me. I'm already thinking of the clothes I can buy, a PC that can replace my shitty laptop, and seeing my bank account grow was satisfying. I became a wage demon. Cause even though I was only scheduled 3 days a week, I would always be ready to take someone's shift if they were willing to let me get it. I always thought of it like, why would I sit at home, do nothing, and get paid nothing, when I could put the fries in the bag and get paid $15? Money is money, so I worked really hard. But even though I was a hard worker, I was also a dumb worker. There was one time we got a DoorDash order from a customer named like Dortha Chic or something like that. And in my head, I was reading it and thinking, haha, that name kind of sounds like Shrek. So I decided to scribble their name out of the receipt and rewrite their last name to be Shrek. I thought nothing of it. The DoorDasher came by and picked up the order. And about 30 minutes later, when I was cleaning the toilets, the phone rings. And my
First of all, don't ever let the boss let you don't let ever anyone make you clean the toilets, because those toilets are goddamn nasty. I remember one time, it wasn't my shift, I was just chilling. So when you work at fast food, they tend to have like their own app, their company app, where like you're in a group chat with other workers, your shift, your like hours and everything like that. And I remember waking up, seeing like, guys, can we please make sure we clean the toilets? And like there's this image, and I look at the image, it's like it's toilets right there, and above it is just a mural of shit, dried brown shit on the wall. And you really think to yourself, what could have happened in like the span of someone going to the toilet and coming back out? Like, no matter how drunk you are, you have to actively grab your caca and chuck it at like light speed reaction to like hit the wall and spread out. Because it wasn't like in a clump, it was spread out, going upwards, rightwards, and downwards, everywhere but the toilet seat.
Boss answers.
It was actually
turns out Dortha was not happy about the little scribble I wrote. Long story short, I got yelled at, written up, and Dortha got a free meal. And looking back, that was dumb of me, that was immature, I shouldn't have done that, that was not professional. But Dortha's a fucking snitch. Another moment of my hard worker times was when I came into work all sad and crying. My high school sweetheart just transferred to ASU for college, and during the first week, I found out that she was put in a reverse Boston Crab with like 4 frat dudes.
Ooh, that's a whole conversation for a different
And that
video.
done ripped my heart out, but I still decided to show up for work. My boss obviously saw that I wasn't okay, so she let me take a few minutes in the break room, then gave me some tough love speech about how I gotta keep personal things out of the workspace, pretty much to suck it up and lock in. And looking back again, I don't know why I didn't take that day off. It was kind of a trend of me prioritizing the job over other things in my life, which I now realize I could have done a lot more things outside of taking orders. The honeymoon phase wears off and you catch on the strangeness of the fast food world. I mean, it's already a strange place to work.
That is true. I remember the first month or two of working there, I could thug things out. The paycheck was nice, and you were just kind of, because in that 2 months, you're not really putting not as much effort on purpose, but I'd rather like everyone else has been working, so they know the routine, but you're new, so like they don't expect much from you. But after that 2 month like free trial, they start hammering shit down your throat, because now they're like, it's 2 months, you gotta know this. If you don't know this, find out. How you gonna find out? I don't know, but you're not gonna ask me because I'm busy. And it's just like everything just goes downhill.
Work when you come in and your coworker could be a dumbass high schooler like me, or a dad with 2 baby mamas. The conversations you have get very interesting.
So how's it going, man?
I'm okay, just studying for finals right now, so it's kind of stressful.
Oh yeah, speaking about stress, I just found out I got a 3rd baby that I didn't even know about. Ain't that crazy?
And I'm over here thinking like, yo, we both work at this McDonald's type of job, man. I'm cool with my wage because I don't got expenses like that, but how are you living off your McDonald's wage while supporting 3 children? I don't know how they do it, but they do. Like, some of the workers at my place are there from morning to closing every single day. They practically live there. When I get scheduled for random days throughout the week, I would still see them. It's a very tough life they got, but respect to them for doing the...
And then you got your manager, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the night. Bye guys, I'm going home now.
Full morning and night shift. Now, for those who also worked in fast food, let me know if you guys agree with this, but the morning shift is always superior to the night shift.
Yes, yes, yes. Listen to me. There's never been a point of conversation where this has come up, but it's come up now and you're gonna have to sit with it. Morning shifts are 10 times better than night shifts or midday shifts. Because think about it. For the night shift, you wake up, you spend your entire day preparing for the night shift. Especially like for me, I live like an hour bus away from work. So I'd have to wake up early, prepare my stuff, and then leave an hour early to get the bus to account for buses coming short or not coming at all, and then getting to work on time. And then once I leave the night shift, it's like 10, maybe 11. It's either buses don't run back home, or I have to wait an extra like hour for a bus to just appear. It was hell on earth. And like your entire day gets taken up with work, work, work. Now close your eyes. Listen to me. If you wake up in the morning and you get ready, and once you're ready, you take a bus, you go to work, and you get done at like 3, 4, maybe even 5. I'll put it there. And you get home, for the next 5 hours, you're free. Even if you have work the next day, those pure 5 hours are just pure your 5 hours. You don't have to worry about stress, work, orders, boss, nothing. You can just sit home, relax, and just be yourself.
The night shift is in the middle of the day. You can't really schedule things to do in the morning. You got more customers to deal with because people go out for dinner and late night meals. And after you're already closed, you got even more cleaning to do to prepare for the next morning. If you work the morning shift, everything is ready to go. Stuff is in stock, tables are clean. All you really got to do is unlock the door, turn on the store lights, and you're good to go. And after your shift is done, the sun is still out and you can spend the rest of your day doing something else. The only problem about mornings is that it's less busy, so it's more slow. And the shift
pubs was more, I wouldn't say it was busy, but I hated pubs because like there's a whole like there's breakfast, lunch, and then there's breakfast, and then there's like normal lunch, so you have to like memorize the breakfast.
indirectly feels longer, but overall it's significantly less work and less customers to deal with. But speaking about customers, let's talk about them, because a fast food spot wouldn't be fast food without them. First of all, shout out to the customers who are nice and friendly. I appreciate you and your kindness, but for the rest of y'all, it feels like some of y'all's brains fell out of your head. People can be regular functioning human beings, doing their taxes, driving, graduating from Yale, but the moment they stand in front of a cash register to place an order, they just start losing brain cells. I came into this customer fast food service work being optimistic and ready to help people, to realizing some people can't be helped. Sometimes a conversation would go like this. Excuse me, what's on the chicken plate? It's grilled chicken thighs served with rice. Oh, okay. But what's on the beef plate? It's beef served with rice. Oh, okay. So what's on the chicken and beef plate?
And it's like, on one hand, it feels like they're being genuine. Like they genuinely don't know. They don't understand the question. Not the question. They don't understand what's being asked of them. So I think to myself, maybe like it's a language barrier. Maybe they haven't like they just want to know if there's anything else in the food. But sometimes I really feel like they don't care. They don't even care this much about like the actual workers or anything. They just like they feel like they could just waste their time. They could just be like, oh, what is this? Because they can't waste energy trying to comprehend something so simple that they'd rather ask me, who already has like 6 other orders and people waiting on him to like refill their ketchup, this and the third, and they're just like, I don't care about your time, I'm just gonna ask you this just to make sure so that I don't have to think about it. It was just if you couldn't tell by my like emotion, like fast food is like, if it's your first job, don't get me wrong, it's a great way to learn and become more aware of like the space around you, experience just how trash managers can be, but like it's not the easiest.
Like, bro, I'm smiling on the outside but dying on the inside. This has to be rage bait. There's something you can do called reading, man. And I don't know if I'm nitpicking at this point, but sometimes when there's a super long line and you're in the back waiting to order, I assume that you already know and decided on what you're gonna get. But when it's finally their turn, the customer gets confused on what we even sell. Like, our menu is super simplistic. At the end of the day, we serve meat with rice. That's kind of it. There's not a lot to choose from. This part doesn't bother me as much, but it's when I help them out with their order, and when they get their food, they're confused on what they ordered. Excuse me, yeah? Why is there salad in my order? You ordered the chicken salad, sir. Oh, I didn't know it was gonna have salad. Could I change my order? These customers are really testing my patience. I remember this one time there was actually a deal at my store where there was a $5 off $20 for online orders only. And some guy calls our store since they have trouble using the discount code. So I call our big boss, tell him about the situation, and he's like, okay, put in his order in our own system and throw in the $5 discount. So I get back to the customer. I tell him, yo, if the online code isn't working, just tell me what you want to order. We'll put it in our in-person system and throw in the $5 discount. So he tells me his order, I put in the discount, the problem is solved. Then 5 minutes later, the guy calls back. Actually, I'm gonna pick it up at another location. Can you tell the other store I'm picking it up there? Okay, so this guy made me do twice the amount of work. Our stores do not have telekinesis. First of all, now I gotta cancel his order in our own location. Then next, I gotta call the other store, tell him about the whole online discount doesn't work situation. Then tell the other store what he wants to order with the specific adjustments to give him a $5 discount. And even though
You're being too kind, man. I don't know, just hang up the call and be like, sorry, we don't have connections to another store, and then cancel it and just go along my day. But you don't get paid enough to do this much. You don't realize that in the moment, but you don't get paid enough, bro. You just don't. So don't act like it.
It was annoying. What can I say? I'm a helpful ass dude. I contacted the other store, told them the situation, problem solved. I ended my shift happy that I helped someone out. But then he calls back again, and my coworker answers, and the guy starts yelling at my coworker. There was probably some miscommunication going back and forth with my boss, the customer, the other store, but I gave up. I did the best I could do, and some customers just can't be helped. Mind you, there was no thank you that came out of his mouth during the whole time I was helping him out. I don't blame the customer for why the $5 discount wasn't working online, but why do you gotta make it so hard for us workers, man? He could have just went to our store and the problem would have been solved, because I would have been there to help him out. That's all I gotta say. I don't know how it is with the customers nowadays, but I feel like it's gotten worse since I left. I see the recent trends going on with messing with the fast food workers, saying ninja after every sentence.
Hey, thanks for choosing Starbucks. What can I get started for you?
Can I get an iced chai latte, nigga?
An iced chai? Anything else for you?
Yeah, nigga.
I'm sorry, you can't talk to our baristas that way.
They put too much cheese.
And the part that really gets me so upset is like, if you're like someone working and you're seeing this, like you can see them having so much fun, but you know you're either gonna have to clean up their mess, you're stuck there so you can't join them, or like you're stuck there so you have to see them enjoy themselves, knowing that you got like 4 more hours of this hell. Like it's just like it's like being in a prison cell and looking out, you know.
I ordered extra cheese, but this is just a little too much. I don't do good with dairy. This is just like way too much. Can I get a new burger?
And the problem is like when you're working, you can never expect, you know, expect the unexpected. So for all you know, that could have been someone in your job. So you always have to take things with a grain of salt, but at the same time you're like, huh, maybe someone did do this.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I wish someone did that while I was still working there, because that would make my day. Near the end of my fast food career, I eventually only worked 1 day a week during the weekends, and now I switched to working on YouTube videos on the weekend, so I have to thank you guys for making that possible. But anyway, if you guys want to hear more
That's the dream.
fast food stories, like and subscribe and tell me in the comments. If this
But yeah, no, that was an amazing short video. It let me just, you know, disperse my pent-up aggression towards fast food and pub jobs, and I hope you guys can relate. But yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment on where you worked and how that experience is for you. See y'all in a bit. Peace.